Hello and welcome to my basic donation guide video. So what is donation? Should you do it? And what does it do? So donation is this mechanic where you can donate large sums of gold to different regions. So that is what the mechanic is. And what it does is when you complete a mission, a paralog, or a skirmish in that region, the random items, well, they're like semi-random, but the items you will get after battle will be increased. So there's always like a bond fragments on the ground, some kind of metal, maybe some kind of like food items. So what it does is it scales the reward that you get in terms of like what you pick up on the ground. And it's one of the main ways that you can get more metal for crafting. So it is objectively useful. Now, managing it is a different story. You also get immediate rewards. So you can see here, like in the bottom, it says national clothing, local garb, national clothing. There's other things. You get bond fragments when you hit donation tiers. You get some items, and you can see here, like the exploration. It increases the amount of iron, silver, steel, bond fragments, potatoes, wheat, and so on that you will find. So this is objectively useful for getting crafting resources. Now, the way to min-max this, so you have to think about it in terms of progression of the story. So you start out in Firene, I think that's how you say that, and then you progress to Brodia, then Elusia, and then Solm. Elusia, there's like 1 or 2 chapters in, but essentially you can get yourself more rewards by donating in the thing you're in early. So if you have enough money, it's usually worth it to hit like donation level 2 at minimum for each region. And one thing that I did kind of late was I invested in Brodia, but I was already out of Brodia, so it was kind of like a waste. Now there's still going to be some missions, some paralogs in there, so it'll still be worth it in the long run. But essentially there's a balancing act between when you should donate and managing your money. You don't really need to buy too many weapons. The game kind of supplies you with most of the weapon types you would need. You might buy a handful of weapons, so using your gold for buying weapons usually isn't a good idea. Buying upgrades is usually a good idea, especially if you know which weapons you want to upgrade and why. I will make a guide on that. I still need to do probably like another playthrough just to get a feel for like weapon types and builds, like different weapons that are good. So one thing I've noticed is like steel weapons seem to be good because they're light and they have good damage, and their weight can be reduced with upgrades. So they tend to double, whereas silver weapons tend to be too heavy for most units to double with. So that's just like a random observation, for example. But what I would recommend is getting to at least donation level 2, which only costs 5k. The game randomly hands you large like lump sums of money at certain breakpoints in the game, like on certain chapters. So early on, you can hit donation level 2 pretty quickly. Now, what you do not want to do not donate to Solm when you're like early game, because you're not going to hit, it's not going to matter, right? You're not there yet. So what you can do, like when you're in Firene, is hit donation level 1, maybe 2, if you can do it early, so that you at least have 3 or 4 chapters that occur in Firene, as well as paralogs, so that way you can see the benefit of that donation level, so you can see the upside of extra resources. And then when you're in Brodia, you can hit donation level 2 at minimum. I would go for 3 if you can, because there's a few chapters in Brodia, and then as you hit Elusia. So basically you want to donate it to the region as you hit it, if you can do it this way. So that as you complete all these missions, you benefit from getting all these crafting resources. Now, I didn't do this in my first playthrough, and I can say I definitely suffered in terms of raw resources. Now, this was a blind playthrough. I didn't look up any guides. So this is just what I learned. But you do get bond fragments and resources when you donate as well. So it's not like you're just giving them money for free. You get resources like post completion of a map. And then, just completion of a map, chapter, whatever. And then you also get resources up front. And in some cases you get weapons too. So it's definitely useful. And you do have to manage it. Just don't donate, like you always want at least 5 to 10k. In your bank. You don't want to go below that, because what if you're on a mission, you don't have money for healing stabs or something? Like, you always want to have some money. Okay, so the other thing to talk about is the skirmish. So silver corrupted, gold corrupted. What does that mean? So the higher your donation level, the higher the chance that you get these bonus skirmishes. And essentially, what they do is they give you a ton of SP, which is used for unlocking things. So donation mid to end game is very huge. It's like one of the most important things. And you can see here, Elusia has a 50% chance to produce gold corrupted. And I believe this rolls at the end of every chapter. So, and I think it might change as one spawns. It might like go down and then go up. I don't know like the exact mechanics, but that's what that means. It produces a skirmish. And that skirmish can get you money, gets you XP, which can help you beat mainline missions if you're struggling, if you're underleveled. So this is donation in a nutshell. What you would want to focus on early game is donating to Furine, at least to level 2. So like whenever you enter a new region, donate it to level 1 or 2, or donate it to level 2 or 3. Like get it to level 2 or 3. It costs 5k to get to level 2, 10k to get to level 3. So right now, at the point of the game I'm in Elusia, so it would make sense to donate to Elusia. So I might as well do that. So we'll donate to the next level. I have 20k. I'm not using it for anything anyways. All right, so I got 1,000. I got a Bolganon. I got a Snowy set. I got a spell. A pretty good Fire Tome. This is a legit item. If you were to buy this, it'd be like 5k, and 1,000 bond fragments and a little outfit. So, and then you can see you get a companion pack. Then if you hit X, it shows you the resources. Details. I don't know that you can see what comes in the companion pack, but basically every time you donate, like you increase a tier, you get some good stuff. So it's worth it, I would say. I'm probably about to do 2 paralogs in here, so I might as well do this as well. Let's see what we get for this one. So I just got a Brave Axe. So you get good stuff. It's worth it. A Brave Axe is probably like 8k if you were to buy it, maybe 10. So, all right, now I'm broke though, which is not good. But yeah, I could always sell some stuff if I need to. I have some junk I can sell. But that's donation. It is useful to do and you have to do it, basically. But if you do it incrementally, it won't hurt your finances. Now I just donated 2 things just to show what you get. I'm probably not gonna keep this save file. Like I'm just gonna reload my save so I have my money back. But I would probably donate the first one so I still have 10k. And we can check out. So now I have this level 3. But getting that spell, that's pretty good actually. So I can equip that to one of my units now. I can drop Elfire. So I can give her... This is actually a really good spell. Oh, she can't use it? She doesn't have A. Oh, that's unfortunate. She needs to get A in tomes. Alright, but that's it for this one. Thanks for checking this out. Definitely like and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know if I got anything wrong or if you have anything to add. And if you don't have either of those things to comment, you can always just comment Sami. Peace.